Here are the notes for section 3.4. The title of this section, I think, is called Solving Rational Equations and Solving Radical Equations. The notes are fairly short, but it goes something like this. There's a definition for radical equations. So here's the first definition. When an equation has a variable in a radical symbol, it is called a radical equation, which isn't super surprising. But what you do have to make a note of is radical equations can sometimes have extraneous solutions. So what you have to do is just make sure you check your answers, check your solutions. At the bottom of page 203 in your textbook, it explains the reasoning behind this a little bit more, but I'll try to summarize it here. You can look at page 203 if you need to, but what happens is when you raise an expression to a power, a radical expression, the resulting equation may not have solutions that match the original equation. So the first step usually is to take each side and square it, or take each side and cube it. And so when you do that, you get a new equation. You get rid of the radicals. And so you need to make sure you check all your answers when you have a radical equation. Also, when checking solutions, we only use the principal square root. So, what I mean by that is if you go through an equation in this section and you get down to taking the square root of 36, you're just going to say that is 6. You are not going to worry about saying the square root of something is plus or minus. We do not worry about that plus or minus stuff. Okay, the principal square root is just 7 in this example, or just 6 up there. Okay, so when you check your solutions, just be sure to only consider the principal square root.